Hello friends, welcome to Let's Learn It. Today we are going through the fourth chapter of geography, that is air. This chapter contains many ideas and terms related to the air. But don't worry, we will cover it through a mind map in an organized and easy manner. But before that, please like, share and subscribe to this channel as it motivates me to make more such videos. So, we experience air around us, each second with each breath. This air is a huge blanket which is also called as atmosphere. This topic has the concepts like composition and structure of the atmosphere, difference between weather and climate, and the various elements of weather and climate that are temperature, air pressure, wind, and moisture. The atmosphere contains gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon, and other many gases. And some tiny dust particles are also part of our atmosphere. While the structure of the atmosphere is vertical with the horizontal layers like troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Let's learn it in detail. Our atmosphere contains various gases, but three of them are very dominant and essential for our survival. They are nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. The first and the most plentiful gas is the nitrogen, which is around 78% in the air. It is important for plants, but plants are not able to absorb the nitrogen directly from the air, but they get it through the bacteria, those live in the soil and roots of the plants. The second most plentiful gas is oxygen, that is 21% in the air. But we inhale oxygen to live each second, right? Yet its amount in the air remains balanced. Why? Because the plants produce oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Now the third one is carbon dioxide. It is it is the third important gas around us as it traps the heat radiated from the earth and gives the greenhouse effect. Without this, our earth may be much more colder. Green plants use it to make their food in the process of photosynthesis. However, this gas should not cross its amount limit in the air due to the pollution and cutting trees, else it can cause global warming. Now, weather and climate. The difference between these two terms is on the basis of time scale. Means the weather is what you experience today, this week, as hot, cold, or humid. But climate is an average weather pattern of a particular place, what you expect for many years and decided after the observations of many years. For example, as we know, Mumbai has humid atmosphere, right? Temperature is one of the elements of weather and climate, which is actually tells the amount of hotness in the air in the unit of degree Celsius. The concept of insolation plays very important role in in determining the temperature in the air, as insolation means the solar energy or heat intercepted by the earth, which affects the temperature. So more insolation, more heat, higher temperature. Less insolation, less heat absorbed, so less temperature. One more important thing is that the solar energy is highest at the equator because there the solar rays fall vertically and provides more energy. But as our earth is oval, so the solar rays fall slanting as you go away from the equator, and the temperature and insolation decreases from the equator towards the pole. So we know that there is a very low temperature at the poles, right? Now the concept of air pressure. The concept of air pressure, which is dependent on temperature, means if the temperature is low, the air pressure is high because the air is heavy or dense and it makes the air pressure higher. While as when the temperature is high, the air becomes thin or light and the air pressure becomes low. The sea level experiences the highest air pressure, and as you go up, the air pressure decreases. So the exosphere The exosphere, where uh, exosphere has very thin air, as it is the highest layer of our atmosphere. Now, the element of climate and weather is next element is winds. The movement of air from high pressure area to low pressure area is called wind. There are three types of winds: permanent winds, seasonal winds, and local winds. Permanent winds are those which blows constantly throughout the year in a particular direction. For example, trade winds. These persistent winds blow from the subtropical high pressure belts towards the low pressure equatorial region. Seasonal wind. Seasonal winds, we Indians every year experience the monsoon. This is an example of seasonal wind. And Lu is the example of local winds, which uh, which which is in the desert area. Cyclone, that is known as nature's fury because it causes mass destruction. Cyclone is a large spinning storm system with a low pressure center and winds that move inward. These cyclones causes mass destructions. And what are the reasons behind these damage or destructions? The reasons are wind velocity, rain, and tidal surge. And what happens? What are the effects? The effects are actually destruction to the coastal area. Coastal area is affected more than anything else when a cyclone happens. Okay, and what happens? The agricultural damage, the crops and all just swipe off with this tidal surges, water and wind. And the houses, buildings, and whole towns also swiped off due to the cyclone. If the intensity of the cyclone is more, then the damage is also more. The last element of weather or climate is moisture that is present in the air. Actually, here starts the cycle of precipitation. The warmer air evaporates the water and makes the atmosphere humid. As the air gets warmer, the humidity of the atmosphere also grows with it. Means warmer air is equal to more water vapor is equal to more humidity in the air. That causes that if we keep our clothes to dry in the sun, but if the air is humid, then they will not get dry soon. They will take time to get dry because the water also has the moisture and the wet clothes also have moisture. So they will take more time to get dry. This moisture rises above, condenses and forms water droplets. These water droplets means many water droplets gathers together and forms clouds, which lastly ends in the rain or precipitation. Thus, this cycle goes on. I hope you understand this chapter. You can take the screenshots of each slides here as notes of this chapter. Now read the question answers in the next slides. And please, please, please guys, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.